The truth is, a lot of y'all be sleeping with the enemy and you don't even know it.
Hey y'all, welcome to TikTok Storytime compilations. Remember to like and subscribe for more videos and also leave your opinion on today's video in the comment section. Now let's start the video.
The truth is, a lot of y'all be sleeping with the enemy and you don't even know it. Let me repeat this for a second. A lot of y'all are in a relationship with the enemy. You are in a relationship with people who do not wish you well. You are in a relationship with people who do not want you to succeed. And if you don't believe me, think about something that you're passionate about. Think about one of your dreams. Think about one of your goals. How many times have your partner tried to discourage you or make you feel foolish about going after something that you actually love? Have they gave you 10,000% of their support, or do they let you figure it out on your own because really they don't show any interest because they don't give a f? That is not a partner. That is not a wife. That is not a husband. That is a hater. You have an enemy inside of your house. You have an opposition inside of your home, inside of your bed, and they do not wish you well. You are literally sleeping with the enemy.
Imagine sharing your bed with someone who secretly resents your growth, who smiles in your face but quietly prays for your failure. You think you found love, a partner, a teammate, but instead you're sleeping with your next biggest obstacle. This isn't just about heartbreak. It's about betrayal hidden behind affection. It's about being in love with someone who doesn't want to see you win because your success reminds them of everything they are not. This is what it means to sleep with the enemy. And today, we're breaking down the science, the psychology, and the silent war happening in too many relationships.
Sleeping with the enemy. You are sleeping with the enemy. If you've heard the phrase sleeping with the enemy, if any of the things that I'm about to say in this video matches your man or your woman, because narcissism goes both ways, right? If any of these things matches your person, you are sleeping with the enemy. And again, a lot of people don't agree with this. A lot of people are gonna find this controversial, whatever the terms are. But if you've lived it, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've lived it, it makes so much sense. Your man can be jealous of you. He can be your worst enemy. And I know a lot of people are like, how can a man who chose you, who pursued you, who fell in love with you, or married you, engaged you, lives in the house with you, be jealous of you and be your enemy? Again, for the people who have experienced it or the people who are currently experiencing it, they know that this is not far-fetched. They know that this is a harsh, true reality that a lot of men, especially narcissistic men, exhibit. Narcissistic men are jealous of their partner. And before I even go any further, I don't wish this on my worst enemy. I pray that this kind of love never finds you. When your partner is jealous of you, the jealousy that is in the narcissistic partner is a very, very dangerous thing. It's not something to joke with. When someone is envious or jealous of you, they will go to any extent to hurt you. They will go to any length to hurt you or to stunt your growth, or hurt is the simplest way I can put it. All right. So again, narcissism goes both ways. It can be a man or a woman. I'm speaking from a woman's perspective. So listen to some of the things that a jealous, hateful partner will do that will make you know that you're sleeping with the enemy. Number one, they don't celebrate your success. You succeed in something, or you accomplish something, or you do good in school, you just made a lot of money, you got a promotion, whatever it is, anything good that happens to you, when you come and tell them, they don't celebrate your success. They might downplay it by saying, oh, congratulations. Or they'll say, oh, I thought it was something bigger. You might say, oh, I got a $10 raise. They might say, oh, that's good. I thought it was like $15 or $20 now. That would have been good. Or you might say anything good they'll either downplay it, diminish your success, or they'll act indifferent. They will You would expect your partner, right? Let's talk about romantic partners. You would expect your partner to be your biggest cheerleader, your biggest support system, your biggest hype man or woman, right? But when you come and tell them something good that happened to you, they downplay it and they make you feel horrible, as if you just did something bad to them. They make you feel like your success is a insult to them or something like that. That is sleeping with the enemy, and there's a good chance he's a narcissist. You are dealing with a narcissist. Again, both men and women can be narcissistic, all right?
So, 1, they don't celebrate your success. Let's start with the most obvious. They don't clap when you win. On the surface, it might seem like they're just not expressive or not into hype, but no. What's really going on is insecurity and something called ego threat. When you succeed, whether it's a new job, a creative project, or just reaching a personal goal, your success triggers a threat response in them. Psychologists call this zero sum thinking. The ideal that if you're gaining, they must be losing. They see your growth as proof of their stagnation. So instead of being proud of you, they minimize it. Oh, that's cool, I guess, but everybody's doing that now. Why? Because deep down, your shine makes them confront their own lack of movement, and that's uncomfortable. So they try to dim your light just enough to make themselves feel better. Healthy partners don't do that. They root for you even when they're struggling because they know love isn't a scoreboard, it's a team sport.
Another sign is that a lot of narcissistic men do this. They'll tell you not to wear makeup or dress up too much. They'll try to tell you, "Oh, why are you dressed like that? Why do you just like, I like my women natural. I like the natural hair, natural skin, natural makeup, da 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 da." That is because they know that when you have your hair done, your nails done, your makeup done, you probably feel confident. You probably feel beautiful. And not saying that you don't feel beautiful without those things, but I'm a girl and I'm a girl's girl. Most women feel their best when they are done up, when they just look put together. They feel more confident. If your man is telling you that he doesn't like you doing that, this is 2024. Everybody knows that makeup and weaves and wigs and all of these things exist, and they're normal. They're a normal part of life. They're a normal part of us women getting ready to go out. If your man is insisting that he wants you natural, he doesn't want you to do that. Again, there are good men who just love their women natural. But the toxic men I'm talking about, most times when you go to their social media and see the women they follow, those are women that have 10 pounds of makeup on, women that are done up, women that have done their bodies, women that wear weaves and wigs and this and that. That is a sign that he's trying to, it's not only that he's jealous of you, and yes, I mean jealous as in jealous and envious. It's not only that, but he knows how confident and beautiful you look and feel when you do those things. So he's trying to take your confidence away. He's trying to downplay your confidence, and he's trying to keep you in a box. He's trying to keep you on a level where you feel maybe insecure or not your best. You don't feel your most confident. And again, these are the same men who will cheat on you with a woman who wears a lot of makeup, a woman who wears weaves and wigs, a woman who looks like a Barbie doll, who takes pride in taking care of herself. Those are the kind of men who will cheat on you or lust over those kind of women.
So, on to number 2. They don't want you to shine or stand out. Now, let's talk about how they react when you start glowing. And I mean physically, emotionally, and spiritually glowing. Maybe you're dressing better, smiling more, walking different. You're finding your rhythm. But instead of hyping you up, they get, well, twitchy. Suddenly it's, why are you wearing that? Why are you always putting on makeup now? Are you trying to get attention or something? This isn't about clothing or confidence. It's about control. See, insecure partners often rely on enmeshment. meaning they feel safety when the relationship keeps you small, dependent, and predictable. When you start to glow or feel yourself again, the power balance shifts. They feel like they're losing grip, not because you're doing anything wrong, but because you're standing in your full self again, and that terrifies them. From a psychologist's standpoint, this is emotional sabotage. Your confidence disrupts the dynamic they built, one where they felt superior or at least on level ground. So instead of evolving like you, they try to clip your wings.
All right. Another sign that you're sleeping with the enemy, the devil, is that he is just draining. When I say draining, there are many, many signs, but I'm going to leave you with 3. The last one is draining. This person is draining. The reason for that, there is a saying or a quote that for the right person, all you have to do is exist. That's all you have to do. You just have to be there for the right person. You just have to be there, and they'll take it from there. But for the wrong person, you will work, you will cry, you will stress, you will have anxiety, you'll have panic attack, you'll have sleepless nights, you'll have all the negative signs. They will drain you to where you start to look old, you start to look drained, you start to look washed up, you start to look depressed, you're down, you just have no joy, no pleasure, no nothing. They do it on purpose. I tell you guys this, the narcissist is very goal-oriented, and they're very purpose driven. Everything they do, they know what they're doing, and they do it on purpose. It's not by mistake. The reason they make you, the reason they put you through that, men know that what carries a woman is her youth and her beauty. And youth can be, maybe you're young, or even if you're older, if you're in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. When you feel rested, when you feel calm, when you feel your feminine energy, it makes you feel youthful. It makes you feel happy. It makes you feel beautiful. It makes you look beautiful. But the opposite is true when you're stressed, drained, depressed, and things like that. So they do it on purpose to make you look your worst, to again keep you in a little box, to keep you in check so that they can have control of you. Then they'll leave you and go cheat on those youthful, beautiful looking women.
Number 3, they drain your energy and creativity. Let's get real about energy. You used to be excited about your ideals. You used to dream, plan, create. But ever since this relationship deepened, all that's gone quiet. You're drained. Not just tired, I mean spiritually dry. What you're dealing with is what psychologists call emotional vampire. These people constantly pull from your energy without giving anything back. They use your emotional resources, your support, your ideals, your attention, but rarely replenish you. Over time, this creates something called learned helplessness, where you stop trying, stop creating, stop dreaming, because deep down, you start believing that there's no point. Nothing gets celebrated. Everything gets criticized. And the weight of their negativity become your new normal. You might also notice something else. Your thoughts start sounding something like theirs. That's called narcissistic echoing. You've internalized their voice. You hear, "Why even try? Nobody cares about that. You're doing too much." But that's not your voice. That's what they've been feeding you, disguised as love. True love doesn't erase you. It doesn't drain you. It makes room for the fullest version of who you are. If someone is taking more than they are giving, that's not a partner. That's a parasite. So let me be clear. If the person you're with can't celebrate your wins, feel threatened by your glow, or leave you constantly exhausted, you're not just in a bad relationship. You're sleeping with someone who is actively holding you back. Sometimes the enemy isn't outside. Sometimes the enemy is the one you're texting goodnight to. It's not your job to shrink so someone else can feel comfortable. You deserve a partner who wants to see you shine. not one who flinches every time you light up. And if this topic hit too close to home, you're not alone. Up next, you'll hear a story of a young woman who enrolled in school but was so afraid to tell her boyfriend because he would sabotage her success, she waited until the last minute to tell him. And just like that, the enemy she was sleeping with found a way to ruin it. Before you go, like, subscribe, and drop your comment below. What would you have done if you were her? Let's talk about it.
Let me give y'all a story time on when sleeping with the enemy goes wrong. Alright, so mind you, I've been going to school for like 2 months now, but I've been keeping it a secret from my baby dad because he like a real bad hater. So one night I had to do my homework, but I couldn't do my homework because the baby was woke. Normally I put her to sleep, or when she take a nap, I normally like do my homework, or how I've been doing it to like manage it. Instead of doing like just one homework page or like one chapter out the book, because I know that I couldn't tell him this because it had to be kept a secret. I'll do 2 chapters, so I'll like basically be ahead of my class, because mind you, like, you know, we're working out of the book, so everything is like multiple choice, so all I gotta do is just read the book so I can be ahead of the class. So like I was saying, you know, one night I had to do my homework, but the baby was still woke, and it was going on like 1 o'clock in the morning. So when he was in the bathroom, because he take long showers, he sit in the bathroom, sit on the toilet, do whatever, and then get in the shower. So I'm thinking I can hurry up and get my homework done while he's in the bathroom, because like I said, I can't tell him this. So now he ended up coming out the bathroom. I thought he was getting in the shower, but thought wrong. He ended up coming out the bathroom, walking on my side of the bed, looking at the books or whatever, and basically was like, what's this? But the book already say what it is on the front, so he picked the book up. So I'm fighting him for the book, and I'm like, just fuck it, like, cause anyway, what could you have possibly done? It been 2 months I was in school, and I would have graduated on February 28th. So I'm like, it ain't nothing he can do within this short period of time. So I bust out and I say to him, you know, like, I've been going to school or whatever, and I felt like I couldn't tell you this because, you know, you're sleeping with the enemy. Mind you, as I am talking to him, telling him this, he's playing the game and I'm on the bed. So basically his back is towards me, so I don't see his face expressions. I'm saying to him, like, you know, like, that's kind of messed up that, you know, when you're dealing with somebody, you want to share that kind of news with them. And plus, like, I'm halfway done, and I've been getting tests, I've been passing them, and now we're on the part where, you know, it's clinicals and stuff like that. Like, everything is now hands-on because it's almost over. Like, school would be considered almost over. So, he like, to me, why you feel like that? Like, you feel like you couldn't have told me that? Like, I would be happy for you. So I'm like, no, you wouldn't be happy for me. Like, you don't give that. Anything it give your design to like have me fail in life, period. Like, you are designed to keep me set back. So now, I know y'all know, like, when Super Bowl came or whatever, the next day after Super Bowl, a lot of schools had closed due to activities going on the day of the Super Bowl. So now I send him a text message because he don't work on Mondays. I send him a text message to say, schools are closed, but mine not. Like, I will need you to be able to get the baby because I can't miss no days. Like, everything is hands-on. I can't miss no days, or I will have to. I was under the impression if I miss a day, they offer service, like, I would have to pay like $150 if I have missed the service. But it would be, if I was doing book work only, I can pay to make up that book work. It would have been selfish for the instructor to be able to, like, teach me something that was hands-on, and that's holding the class back. So I had ended up getting an email because he ended up blocking me. He ended up blocking me when I said, you know, you have to get the baby. All because I mentioned school, like, all because I had mentioned school, like, he ended up blocking me or whatever. Like, he basically, that was I'm not getting her. But I end up having to miss school, and when I finally talked to the instructor, she was like, it's not up to her. I have to like speak to somebody over top of her, because how would I be able to make up that skill? So when she gave the information to the person over top of her, he ended up emailing me and telling me that I have to start over. Like, basically, I have to start the whole course all over. March 17th, I will be starting over. So, now I get that kind of information. Like, I'm upset because, dang, I knew better. I wasn't mad at him because I already know what he's capable of. I was more so mad at myself because why I just didn't make up something. Like, I could have just said I was studying for something, like anything. I knew better, because deep down inside, I felt like, why I can't share this with him? Like, we was on a good page. We was on a real, real good page. Like, we put everything out there on it, like, out there. Basically, he telling me his do's and I'm telling him my do's, and he telling me his don'ts, I'm telling him my don'ts. So I'm guessing that we was on like a different understanding, because his actions was showing differently. Like, his actions was really showing like, I want this to work like a typical normal man. But that's where I went wrong at being comfortable with putting them in my business, because like I said, it's given that I'm sleeping with the enemy. And when I told him that I graduate on the 28th, I'm like, he said to me, how much longer do you have of this? And I'm like, I'm done on the 28th. Mind you, his back was towards me, so I don't see his face expressions. He like, oh, well, I'm happy for you. Now I gotta get you a graduation gift. I'm not saying nothing because, right. Now, when he says that, like, I gotta get you a graduation gift, he say to me, because I thought you was content with the job that you had. So I said, dang, like, well, I can't further myself. Like, I wouldn't be able to further myself. Like, I'm not getting younger, I'm getting older. Like, people be wanting better for themselves. He was like, no, I'm not saying it like that. I'm not saying it like that. I'm like, well, how is you saying it? Like, how you saying it? But again, I wish I would have been able to see his face expressions, because that would have said a lot. Like, he probably could have been smirking or pretending. He never got off the game to, like, turn around and engage in a real conversation with me about it. Like, ask questions like, do you like it? How is it going? Like, things in that nature. It was just left as like that. So now I looked at it like, well, since you know already, you know how you need somebody to test yourself. So I gave him my index cards and was like, ask me some stuff off of here, and the answers is on the back. So now we're doing that. We're doing that, but it get to another chapter. I got into another chapter, because like I told y'all, I do a page before, so I can be ahead of the class, just in case it might be a time I couldn't get the baby to sleep. I can be all right because I'm covered, because I already did a page before. So I'm like to him, ask me something off of this deck, and he, like I said, he was playing a game. So when he gets to the second deck, he didn't want to help me no more because he's playing the game. But all in all, it was a shocker, because I kept it a secret from him all this long time, and I will be graduating on the 28th. In the back of his head, he probably thinking like, I could have been put a dent in this, like, not knowing that I was going to actually need you that Monday, because we didn't know that school was going to be closed. So he looking at it like, damn, she really about to graduate and ain't nothing that I can do. But by surprise, I end up needing them, and that was his way of putting a dent in it. Like,